Let's start with Dad. And who was his mother?
What?
Dad's mother was who?
Jenny Jackson, his own mother. And then Harm Ling married Fannie Bushnell. Fannie was his stepmother.
His dad was Aram.
Yes.
H-I.
H-I-R-A-M. Hiram.
Mm-hmm. You don't know what his parents' name was?
No, I don't know his father and mother at all. I don't know if I ever heard Dad say.
Okay. How many brothers did Dad have?
Oh, there was John and George and what was the other one? Well, all I know is John and George. I know Aunt Melia and Mary. They both married a coffee boy, but I don't think they were.
Those were Dad's brothers?
Was Dad Ling's children? No. Yes, that was his brothers and sisters.
That's Harmon?
Yeah, Harmon's brothers and sisters.
John, George,
Yeah.
Amelia?
Amelia, 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 and Mary. Coffee. They both married a coffee boy, but I don't think they were, they were own cousins, but I don't think they were twins or nothing like that. But their last name was Coffee, both of them. And Ray Coffee, Amelia and Aunt Mary on that side, he married Agnes. I can't tell you what her last name is, but his wife was Agnes.
Well,
A-G-N-E.
Jay was Amelia's brother-in-law then, right? Jay Coffee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he was. And Mary's husband was the brother-in-law. Uncle George Ling lived in Williamston.
Sure.
And Uncle John Ling lived in Weberville. He owned a little grocery there at one time, and then he sold it after his wife died.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle John Ling. And he's the one that married Pearl. He's the one that lived with Pearl Smith and her 3 children. His daughter married a Smith.
Uncle John's
daughter, Pearl, married a Smith. So I wouldn't know if I should see him.
You wouldn't know that Smith. No, well, that's who Dave Huguenot is. He's a descendant.
Yeah.
Pearl is his grandmother, I think.
Well, maybe so. I don't know. So. I wouldn't know that either.
I think so. Well, we'll have to find out from Dave, but I think Pearl is his grandmother.
I don't know. I don't know where their children are or anything. And I'll tell you, that other Ling family that lived in Weberville, Roger, his name was Leslie Ling.
Oh, Leslie.
And he's no relation to our family at all whatsoever. And his children, he wouldn't be alive, I don't think, because he must be as old as Dad and I. But he's got children here in Lansing, unless some of them has died. That I wouldn't know. But they were no relation to our family. But they lived right in Weberville all the time.
Well, I don't know if that's in relation to this guy or not.
No, you don't know nothing about them. Because I told Fern, I was trying to think of his name the other night. And I could not think of it to save my soul. Now I know. His name was Leslie Ling.
Leslie. Well, he might be descendant of this fellow that's trying to
Well, maybe
find
way
out.
back, but I wouldn't know. I don't know how, but I know Dad said he was never related to us at all.
Do you know what year that Grandpa Harlem was born?
No, I have no idea.
Or Jenny Jackson either?
Some of the Jackson family lives here in town, but I don't know where.
You don't know when Grandma Jenny was born?
No, mm-mm. No,
Okay.
nor Dad Ling either.
Okay.
Of course, your dad was born in October, and Floyd's birthday was in, when is Floyd's birthday? Oh, in June, I think, because Jerry's and Howard, Jerry's in July, and Howard's was in, when is Howard's birthday? Well, I can't tell you when Howard's birthday is, but I know Jerry's was the 4th day of July.
Mm-hmm.
But Jerry's gone. Howard might tell you some of these things if he would, but I don't know. He's very, not very talkative about.
Well, maybe he's having trouble remembering some of it too.
I know.
We'll ask him some of that. Okay, but you don't know any of the birth dates of
no.
Any of
no, I don't
Hiram's
know.
brothers?
I don't know Hiram Ling's birthday. I don't know Uncle John's, or I don't know Uncle George's either.
Okay.
I know Uncle George was married to Aunt Julia Ling. Aunt Julia. Well, what was her last name? Oh, gee, I know her last name, just her maiden name, just as well as I know my own, but I can't tell you now. I could if I think about it a while, maybe. But they lived in Williamston, Uncle George and Aunt Jewel. And of course, Uncle John's been gone. He died the very same day that Pearl did. Dad and I was right in the house. The Gosline brothers, if they was here, they could tell you. They was there for a funeral for Pearl, and Uncle John sat in a chair and he fell right dead. Right in the chair, right in the house. All of us was there, all of the relatives and everything. The house was crowded full, and he just toppled over and died.
Is that right?
Yes, and the Gosline boys had to leave Pearl there in the casket and bring Uncle John back to Williamston, and then they come back and have the funeral for Pearl, because Dad and I was right in the house. Oh. That's the way it happened.
Everybody was there for the funeral then?
Yes, the whole relatives, every one of them.
When was that? Do you remember?
Well, no, I think it was, when was it? Maybe I can tell you. I don't know whether it was the 3rd year that Dad and I was married or the 4th year. It was one or the other. And now we was married in 1917. It must have been 18, 19, maybe 20, 1920. But it was somewhere right in there. I know that. Because we was all right there in the house.
They was having the funeral for Pearl?
Yes, we was having the funeral for Pearl.
His daughter?
Yes, Uncle John's daughter. And Uncle John just dropped right dead, right in the chair.
Well, then she must have died in 1920 also.
Oh, yes, must be she. Why, hello, Kelly. Oh, sweetheart. How are you?
Good.
Fine, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that must be because that's when Uncle John died. I know.
Okay.
Right the very same day that Pearl's funeral was.
You don't know when Uncle George died. He married Julia. Aunt Julia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, George was a baby. Or no, George was, let me see, how old was George? I think George was about 4 or 5 years old when Uncle George Ling died. Now George is what? He's 56. He's going on 57.
Mm-hmm.
And about...
You sure I wasn't 4 or 5 then?
No, you wasn't born yet when Uncle George Ling died.
No, it was Aunt Julia. No, I was there.
When Uncle George Ling?
That's right.
Well, then you was the one that must have been the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it little, 3, 4 years old?
Oh, I'm sure that was...
Yes. You must have been the one that was the smallest one then.
He's the first dead person that I remember seeing.
So much of this I've forgotten, but...
And I must have been about 5.
Yeah. Well, you know how old you are. You're 51. And 5 from that would be 46. That's 46 years ago. What's the day? The day is 87. 46 from 87.
41.
Was a baby.
Where's the calculator?
Because it's 5 years. But I know his last wife, Fannie, her name was Bushnell. I know, Fannie Bushnell.
Uncle
that
George?
Dad Ling married. Harm Ling.
Harm. Oh, yeah. Harm, it was Fannie Bushnell, his second wife.
The last woman that was her name. Let's see, when did she die? I could tell you if I could think about it, because Floyd lived in Detroit. And how many years he lived in Detroit, that I absolutely can't tell you. But he run the streetcar then when she died. But Lord God, I don't know. It must have been back in the 20s. We was married in 17. When you was born in what year was you born in?
36.
Well, then it must have been in the 30s something, 31 or 32.
Who?
When Aunt Jewel died, and Uncle George too. Because Uncle George died just very little short time after Aunt Jewel did. He didn't live very long. He lived, I guess, a couple of years is all.
No.
After Aunt Jewel died.
Uncle George died first.
Oh, did he?
When I was about 5. And Aunt Jewel lived.
Well, then she must have lived a couple of years after him.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it is. See, so many of them I forgot, Roger. There's a lot of the family that, Lord, I can't tell you about now, save my soul. Oh, I wish Aunt Clara was here. She knew every one of them from A to Z. I know all of Harm's children. There was Floyd and Charlie and your dad and Clara.
Oh, let me see.
Charlie and Floyd and Clara and your dad was Harm's children. And who they all married? Well, Uncle Floyd was married 3 times.
Well, in just a minute, you're getting ahead of my notes there. Floyd and who?
What?
Dad.
And Clara. And Charlie. Charlie was the oldest one. Then Floyd, then Dad, and then Clara. Or Clara, then Dad. Because Clara was older than Dad. Your dad. But, oh Lord, I don't know. I don't know much about the rest of them. Last night.
Back here.
So I don't know. Somebody's funeral we was too, and he come, and he said so-and-so adopted him. He told your dad, but I'll be jiggered if I can tell you who it was.
Was it Charlie's boy?
Yes, Charlie's children.
Okay.
He had 3, but...
Who did Charlie marry?
Oh, that I can't tell you what her name is now. She was a hairpin, I'm telling you.
Well, I can't call her hairpin on you.
Huh?
I say I can't call her hairpin.
No, you can't. But I did, because she went and give all the children away.
Yeah.
And I think a mother would give, well, they were 2 and 3 and 4 years old, and she gave them all away, every one of them. Well, dear, she was the limit. I'm telling you, she was. And Aunt Clara tried her best to get the little girl, but they wouldn't let her have it.
Okay. Who did Floyd marry first?
He married Neva Stoddard. S-T-O-R-D. Stoddard. And she brought them 2 boys up. Howard lived with him and Berthy. After he married Berthy, then he married Elizabeth.
Berthy?
Bertha Earnshaw.
Yeah.
And then he married Elizabeth, well, you know what Roberta's name is. What is her name? Oh, dear. She lives in Royal Oak. Elizabeth Child. Well, I think she was through Howard and Joanne Hegerman's son's wedding. The wife that he married...
Remember her last name? Elizabeth?
No, Elizabeth. No, I was trying to think Roberta. Whatever Roberta's name is was Elizabeth's name. But I'll be jiggered if I can think what it was.
Oh.
Roberta so-and-so. She lives in Marilow. She was live yet when Dan Heckerman's, Howard Heckerman's boy was married.
Well,
so she asked about Dad's name.
Ellie might remember her last name anyway.
Roberta.
Who did Aunt Clara?
Oh, I know. Roberta Lambert.
Lambert.
Lambert. Lambert. And that's what Elizabeth's name was.
Okay.
Her maiden name.
Lambert. Okay.
Elizabeth Lambert. That come to me just like that.
Good. Who did Aunt Clara marry?
What?
Was Aunt Clara married?
Yes. She married my dad, Charlie Dunkel's brother, Delbert Dunkel.
Delbert.
Delbert Dunkel. Like Joanne Delbert, you know, down to Corona.
That's your dad's brother?
Yes, it was my dad's brother.
Okay.
He had quite a few brothers. Uncle George and who did I tell you just now? Oh dear. Get them all mixed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Delbert Dunkel.
Oh yeah, Delbert. Delbert and Uncle Will and Uncle George Dunkel. Our George was named after Uncle George Dunkel.
He was. I thought he was married after Uncle George Ling.
Well, neither one of them, because they both name was George. But George Dunkel too, and Uncle Will and Delbert and another boy. The one boy died when he was about 16, 17 years old. Then there was Aunt Belle Sellers and Aunt Minnie Wise in that family.
Okay, that's the Dunkel side.
Huh?
That's the Dunkel side.
Yes, that's on the Dunkel side, on my dad's side.
How many kids did Aunt Clara have?
Oh, she had, she only had Fern, the living one, but she lost 2 children. But she only had Fern, the living one. That's what I say. You go down to hell and look at them records, and you can tell the dates and everything when they died.
Yeah, well, I'll have to look them up, but I got to know the.
But I don't know. I can't tell you because I don't know.
Then that's Fern Dunkel then.
Yeah. Was, till she married Harvey Conrad. Yes, her name was Dunkel. And now this here, Nancy Dunkel that lives in Williamson. I can't figure out. I've got to get Karen up here and find out what family she belonged to, because she wasn't Aunt Ada's girl. I know that because Aunt Ada had Dorothy and Gladys and Stanley and I can't tell you all of their names, but I know she never had a Nancy as I can remember. And I don't know who that Nancy Dunkel is in Williamson.
Oh.
Dorothy Ward, she was a Dunkel girl. She was Aunt Ada's girl, Dorothy was, but she married a man by the name of Ward.
This Nancy Dunkel.
Kenneth Ward, but I don't know who that Nancy Dunkel is.
That's not her maiden name, Dunkel. She married a Dunkel.
Yeah, she married a Dunkel. I don't know what her maiden name was.
Okay.
But I don't know what family Dunkel that she married. I can't understand.
I don't remember anymore.
I don't. I have to ask Karen because I just don't know because I know she ain't Aunt Ada's girl.
Karen knows though. How many children besides Fern did Aunt Clara have?
I told you 2 more, but they both died.
At what age? Young?
Just infants. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, just put infants down because they were both. They wasn't any age at all. But probably down to hell, their birth certificates must be registered down there, just same as you kids' name is registered over to Mason.
They was probably under 1 year old then.
No, they wasn't a year old. They were not over 4 or 6 months old, just infants. No, they wasn't a year old, none of them.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, I know that. And Fern was the only living one she had.
What was Dad's first wife's name?
Well, her name was, I can tell you.
School teacher.
That's down there in the Bell Oak Cemetery. Oh, gee. Let's see, what was her name? Well, Karen went right down there and looked at the stone. Oh, Alpha Hillman.
Alpha?
Yes, Alpha. Alpha Hillman. Hillman. Just come to me just like that because.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
Yeah, Karen and I went down there, looked on the stone.
Okay.
And her date of her death and her birth and everything is down there on that stone. But now, for the like of me, I can't tell you.
Well, I could get it there if I need.
You'll have to go and look because I can't tell you.
Okay, you don't know who Charlie married then?
No, I don't know.
Was he married just once, or?
Yeah, that's all. He was just a young man when he come up here and he worked for a factory right where the wait till I can tell you. It was beyond Belinden. There's some little place there beyond Belinden Avenue that was all the woods. It was all a park when Lansing was first started. Dad tells me about it. And he got electrocuted from an electric wire from off a pole. He happened to touch a high tension wire.
Yeah.
And it killed him.
Well, then he was
just a young guy.
Was he working for the power company?
Well, it must be he was. Roger, I can't tell you. But he must have been because I've heard Dad say he got electrocuted.
Okay.
That's all I know. And he was just a young man. I know that because Dad told me time and again he was. But how old, I don't know. Probably 30, 32 or 34. I don't know about that either. But I know Dad told me that.
Okay. Then Dad just had Floyd and Clara and Charlie.
Yeah. Floyd,
two brothers.
Clara, and Charlie, and then your dad.
Yeah, well, I have him.
Yeah, Edward.
Okay.
And that's all he had. I can't tell you any more of them, save my soul. I know a lot more, but gee whiz, I have to sit and think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes by me fast. I tried the other day to even think of the minister that I had known when Floyd Gosline was little, when Mr. Gosline married the old man.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray married Martha Spears, and who Claude married, it's beyond me just like that. And I know just as well as I know your name. But I can't think of it, save my soul.
Well,
Oh,
Grandpa Harlem's brothers were George, John.
Aunt Amelia, Aunt Mary. I don't know. There was another one there, Roger, but I can't tell you what his name was. All I can think of was Phillips, but I don't know if that was his name or not.
Okay.
If Dad was here, or he could tell you, but I can't.
And Amelia married a coffee.
Yeah, they both married.
Okay. Who did they marry?
Huh?
Which coffee did they marry?
Oh, Roger, don't ask me. I know they married a coffee boy. Them other coffee boys was related to Jay Coffee that married Agnes Coffee, and they lived in Mason. And the others live out there by Mason somewhere. Did somewhere, but they're old. They're old as Dad and I, anyway. They're all gone, probably. I know Aunt Amelia's gone and Aunt Mary. I know they're gone. They died before Grandpa Ling did.
Yeah.
But what them coffees?
You don't know.
Well, there was L.D. Coffee. He lived in Fowlerville. He was a brother to them other coffee boys.
To Jay.
Yes, to Jay. L.D. was.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was. He lived right in Fowlerville there. And now who he married, I know just as well as I know your name.
What relation were they to R.B. then?
Well, they was own cousins. Own cousins to R.B. Coffee. Every one of them, the whole three. Darby and Jessie. Jessie was a Hall girl, Jessie Hall, from Fowlerville. Her father and mother lived there in Fowlerville. But hey, none of them is alive now. None of them. Oh my, the people that's gone.
I'm running out of paper here.
Why, it's just terrible. You never saw the like of it. I
So
never did.
How was R.B. and Jesse related to Dad then? Because
He was an own cousin of Dad.
because of your Aunt Amelia and Mary?
Yeah.
Mary and the coffee?
Yeah.
That's why they would be related then.
They're his own cousins, all of them.
Okay.
To your dad.
To my dad.
Of course, they brought to me after I was married in the family. But they were to Dad. Your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I tell you, there's a lot of them, but I don't know. I can't tell you, Rod. I just don't know. I wish Dad was here. He could tell you a whole lot of them.
Well, how was you related to Dad then before you married Dad?
Oh.
Because Aunt Clara marrying Delbert?
She married an uncle, my dad's brother. She was my aunt, Aunt Clara. When I married your dad, she was my sister-in-law.
Yeah, I see that.
My gosh, I never saw the like of that. But that's the way it was.
That makes me my own grandpa then.
Something, I don't know what. Oh, I'm telling you. It was something, I'm telling you. Of course, I didn't know it when I was going with your dad. Well, I knew it before we was married because Aunt Clara told me that Dad Ling was her brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I know she was married to Uncle Del's uncle because he was a veterinary. And she was married to him. Now, just how are you, young lady?
Yeah.
All right, huh? Yeah.
And then put some buttons.
Well, Grandma put her sweater on because Grandma's cold. So she wore her sweater underneath her coat. See? Yeah. So that's the way it is. But I don't know all of them. I can't tell you. Really, I can't because I don't know.
And your mother's name was?
Lydia Maxwell.
Lydia.
Maxwell. Of course, she married Dad.
The flower fall down.
How do you spell that? M-A-X?
Maxwell. Maxwell.
Oh, okay. And your dad's name?
She had 3 brothers.
What was your dad's name?
My dad?
Mm-hmm.
His name was Charlie, C-H-A-R-L-E-Y. Charlie Dunkel. Their middle names, I can't tell you. They had a middle name, but I can't tell you what it is, save my soul. I can't. I know, but I can't tell you.
Well, maybe you remember it later on.
No. But, don't put them all up to me because they're too tight for Grandma.
Lydia's sister and brothers?
Huh?
Lydia's sister and brothers?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, and Mom's brothers and sisters?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was Frank Maxwell and Emery and oh my, there's 3 or 4 others. Frank and Emery and John Maxwell. His name was John too. John Maxwell and who was that other one? Uncle Frank and Stanley or Emery lived right there in Locke Township, not far from our old home.
Frank, Emery, and John. Was there any girls?
Yes, I think he had a girl by the name of Ruth. She married Don Dillingham.
No, is this
Uncle Frank's daughter.
Frank's daughter?
Yeah. Ruth Maxwell. She married a Don Dillingham. And who Emery married? Bertha somebody, but I can't tell you her last name. Say my soul. I know it as well as I know yours, but I can't tell you now who it is. I just hope you can't.
Ruth married who?
Don Dillingham. He's dead and gone, and so was she. And I think Bertha is now. Bertha Maxwell used to live in East Lansing, but I'm sure that she's gone now, because she was old as Dad and I, not older. She was old as we are anyway.